Evening all, and welcome to episode 12 of Kerbalism. Now, last time we left Lisa trying to figure out how to get to Mimus in order to rescue the Kerbal that's trapped there, so let's get back to it and see how she's doing. That's almost perfect. I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's point to that. A 3-second burn, and in theory should be exactly where we need to be. So back to the craft and warp to the maneuver. Got a message there saying we were passing the radiation belt, and I did, with a bit of forward planning, actually put shielding on here. Look at that. Look, it's amazing. It's almost like I'm learning what I'm doing. I played with the idea of getting rid of the nitrogen and turning the pressure control off, but it said Lisa would have about 12 days before she went mad. Basically, with living in a suit, about 12 days she would lose her mind. So I decided, yeah, no, I'll leave that on there. It doesn't weigh too much. It's yeah, so with the nitrogen and everything in there, it should be 100 and something days, I think it is. They've got 80 days of food on board. Let's have a look here. Oh, and fire the engines. Nearly missed that one. Very, very nearly there. Right, there we are. Okay. Go back over to Minmus and see where we are. We are there and pretty bad. However, I do have RCS. RCS is very, very good at doing tiny little maneuver changes. So that's slowing us down a little bit. Speed up a bit. Bom, bom. Forward, forward, forward. Just tapping the keys. There we are. That'll do. That will do. So, another maneuver here to bring us into orbit. Zoom. There we are. 125 meters a second. I think that'll be okay. I am going to leave the orbit larger than that one because we're not going to meet Kundred exactly right. It'd be nice if we did. But clearly we're going to come in. Kundred's going to be flying off probably on the other side of Mimus when we get here, so we're gonna have to go around to meet them. So if we do a bigger orbit, we are slower, they'll go around faster, and then we can come in and slow down, and yeah, that's the plan. So oh, I've just spoiled the plan by moving the maneuver node. There we are. Sorted. Right, so turn RCS off, and I'll see you at Mimus. There we have it. 9 days of spaceflight later, we have reached Mimus. It's a 9-second burn, and it's kind of going to be along our retrograde. So let's come in closer. That's my little probe going around, and point retrograde. I think it's going to be somewhere. There it is, somewhere nearby. We obviously have to go off target slightly to correct our inclination, otherwise we'll be going up and down and round and round, and Lisa will be getting dizzy. So, here we go. 30 seconds to go. Speed up that time a little bit here. And fire the engine. There we go. That should be good. That's pretty good to me. Right. Our closest approach will be at 58 kilometers. The engine is still firing. Did not want to do that. Yep, the closest approach is at 58 kilometers, so let's go round. Then it'd be 111. I think I will adjust our orbit ever so slightly at the apoaps. I want to bring us in a little bit so to make sure they're crossing. I'll just do that with the RCS, I think. Here we are. Turn the ship around. And fire the RCS. Oh, set target again. There we are. And is that crossing? I think that is. I think that's. We're a little bit high, I think. But it doesn't matter. There we are. We're definitely crossing now. There we go. Right. So let's go round again. And I'm going to slow us down a bit more. Bring that orbit down. Prograde this time, please. And I can use the... I don't know why I went prograde there. I should have still gone retrograde. But hey ho, we can slow down this way by using the RCS. If I leave the RCS on. There we are, firing our RCS down, slowing down a bit. Could also do with just adjusting our orbit a bit. I want to fire north, I want to say. I think I want to fire north. Stop trying to direct me. Let's see, if I fire north here. Is that bringing that down? Yep, I think it is. That's it. That's what I want to do. There we are. There we are. Almost perfectly flat. So, we're 112 kilometers out at the moment. If we go past that there, it then says we're going to be 8 kilometers. So, it looks as if next time round, we'll be wanting to slow ourselves down, to put ourselves in the correct orbit of Minmus without crashing into it, of course. There we are. There we go. That would line us up completely. That will put us 8.1 kilometers away when we get to around there. So that, I think, for the moment, is the best thing to do. Once you get the orbits stable and sort of close to each other. Oh, we've run out of power. That's interesting. We're pretty close to the sun, so let's... Oh, life support is offline. I'm hoping she can get back into the sun before she gets freezing. There we are. Oh. Not entirely sure what happened there. Let's point the sun. Point the ship at the sun. I'm not quite sure why the batteries got completely emptied there. That seems odd. Guessing because of the SAS, maybe. I know the reaction wheels in here are quite strong. If I was to turn them off, here we are, and then use the RCS for stability, won't be as much battery being used here. Hopefully they can charge up a fair bit. RCS is clearly not as good at balancing the ship as the reaction wheels are. So I'll point all the solar panels directly at the sun. Direct sunlight 144, 136. That's about the fastest I can charge the ship. I'm guessing the batteries aren't fully charging on every orbit. That would be a little annoying. But hey ho, can't really do a great deal about it at the moment. Looks like we're getting a decent charge here. Yep, there we are. Batteries are full. Okay, I'm going to have to re-enable those reaction wheels because I don't think the RCS is going to be enough to turn the ship around and hold it whilst I fire the engines. So, right, here we go. Apparently got a 1 second burn time. Going to fire a bit before that and do the engine softer. There's our target. I think if I was to sort of do it, oh wow, that's, yeah. If I do it a bit now, it's early, but I think we'll be okay. Use some RCS for the last little bit here. There we go. Right, so we should now be pretty much perpendicular with them. What we need to do is slow down a little bit so we can catch them. What have we got here? 5 kilometers, 4.9, 76543. There we are. We'd be 1 kilometer apart there. And our periaps is 5,000. I don't see an issue with that, providing, of course, the craft doesn't go terribly wrong. I have also just noticed I was firing via the target, which is okay, I suppose, at the moment. Yeah, right. Let's go round to here. Hopefully our batteries will last this time round. Slow down. Turn off the SAS. Okay, so here we are. We've got 2.2 kilometers away. We found Kerndrad. He's alive. However, we're already getting life support warnings. He has been loaded. And oh, he's got water and food and everything has been put back into him. Well, my guess there would be that Kerbalism gives a discovered craft a little tiny bit of resources so that they don't just instantly flat out die. Which is a good thing, because we're still a little way away. Warp over to there. Oh. Kendred's batteries are almost empty. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. His life support is offline. Can I switch to him? Yes, I can. There he is. I am very confused by that. He feels cold. He needs to go and get over there quickly. So, screw anything like trying to do that. We're going to let go, and you are going to aim right over that. And I do not know what just happened there. Oh, wrong button there. It's control to go down. Orbital camera, thank you. Ah! The camera keeps changing to chase cam. That's extremely off-putting. Because now I'm going to miss the target completely. I don't know where it is. That chase cam is very, very annoying. That's Kendred's craft. There. Yeah, switching the camera over to chase cam for some reason. Extremely annoying. Can I please change the camera back to... Nope, it's just going to stay on chase cam for some reason. Yeah, not sure what was going on there with the camera. Very weird. I did rush this over a bit, so yep, it's possibly sort of my fault. I don't know, but yeah, that's really not something you want to be happening whilst you're trying to EVA. Stop. Down, across. Wow, this is extremely difficult to do. There we are. Orbital. That's what I want. Right. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Grab and board. Oh. Thankfully, we got him on board. We got Kendred here. Phew. That was a little weird. The camera was going very, very bananas there. I don't know why. Right. Now, in order to get back to Kerbin, we need to fire... we want to get rid of the target first, don't we? Let's set a target for that one, Kensias. Gotta say, I was quite impressed that Owl Aviation, managed to get a plane in orbit of Minmus, and it was a plane as well. It was the standard Mark 1 plane cockpit. I don't know how they did that. I'm impressed. Kendred is hugging the acclimatizer. Yeah, I'm not surprised. No, we don't want that for target. We want it for orbit, please. Okay, and let's warp to our manoeuvre. We can't warp so far there. Warp to the next manoeuvre. So we'll fire the engine here, brake orbit, and see where that takes us. At the moment that takes us to 30 million meters. If we keep firing along here, we will get down a fair bit. Go out that way. I'm hoping we'll end up coming this way, because I don't particularly want to go around there. I know I've done this before, and I cannot for the life of me remember which way you're supposed to fire. If you fire that way, you are speeding up and therefore will have a bigger orbit. If you fire that way, you are slowing down. So yes, I am doing it right. I'm just being a bit of an idiot about it. So let's just get the hell away from Mimas. Nitrogen levels are getting low. Are they? What's our nitrogen at then? Our nitrogen is at... We've got 1 day of nitrogen left. Nitrogen is used to keep the cabin pressurized. When it runs out, I think Kerbals can just revert to their spacesuits and still be fine. I want to say. Might be wrong. I don't know. Okay, there we are. Back in Mimas's Kerbin's sphere of influence. We will now need to slow down in order to get. No, we don't want to target the wreckage. I want to just set the camera to Kerbin. Thank you. So you're going around that way. We're coming down that way. That's good. That's good. We just need to bring our orbit down and a little bit leveler. Let's add the maneuver here and let's bring our orbit down to, say, the actual height we need it to be, which is there. Let's see, set the target. There we are. Alright. There we are. That looks good. And then when we get here, we can adjust our pitch. Now that is going to be more than we actually use. So let's fire off everything we've got right now. Everything in this tank right now. Which is not everything in the tank actually, because we've got a reserve tank. But I'm going to fire that all first. Like that, there we are. And then use our RCS. This is a slow process. The RCS thrusters are very efficient. That was something I in the previous episode or episode before, I'm not sure. I mentioned that the RCS is better than liquid fuel because monopropellant weighs more than liquid fuel, so it makes sense to burn it off first. That's wrong. As pointed out by, again, the Duck 700, thank you again. It's simply because the RCS thrusters are a lot more efficient at moving the craft than the big engines are. The fuel is burnt off so much slower that it makes more sense to use those thrusters for doing these maneuvers than the big engine. But of course, they've got very low thrust, so in order to get enough of them to actually match one of these sort of engines, you'd have to put in so many of them, it would just be ridiculous, and the amount of monopropellant you couldn't do it. But out here, where there's no gravity, well, there's very little gravity, it makes more sense to use them. They just work better. Now, I'm thinking I've done something wrong here. Telling me my apparatus is 44. Yes, because I'm not using the apparatus, I'm using the periapse, you idiot. Apparatus is your highest point, periapse is your lowest point. I have to keep reminding myself of that because I forget it a lot. Okay, there we are. We're going to be 973 kilometers. So we'll get here. Conseil will be in the other side of the planet. Right. Okay. Make sure they cross. Is that definitely crossing? Yes, it's definitely crossing. And I also need to make sure that we're higher than that because I don't want to actually go into the atmosphere. Now, Kerbal Engineer has a rendezvous button that I don't understand. There's the inclination difference, so we would know we've got to change 10 degrees. And they are 80 kilometers. Right, so if I set my, that's what I wanted, they're 80 kilometers. If I set my apparatus, periapse even, to 80 kilometers, like that, there we are. Right, okay, that'll do for the minute. So, let's first and foremost, I'm going to turn the ship around and make sure the solar panels are pointing at the sun, as they are there. There we go. And I'll see you back at Kerbin. Okay, so here we are. With a problem. With a real problem. I need to slow down 2,000 meters a second. And even with that engine there, for some reason it's not showing me up there we are. We've got 1,000 meters a second for the oh dear. We're coming in way too hot. Way too hot. Now I do know you can set these to be used as throttle. There we are. Let's enable those. 4 by throttle and 4 by throttle, and then if we fire the, there we go. They slow us down. I already missed the node. I flew by it. I did not think about stopping. I need to slow the hell down very quickly. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the engine as well. Turn that on, fire. Turn that off because we don't need that for the minute. I just want to bring my periapsis, my apparatus down to something manageable. I'm not quite sure what, but anything that's better than going around for days and days. Right, there we are. If I shut down the engine here, we've got an hour orbit. Okay, so that's better. Right. Add a maneuver here. Level us the hell up. What's going on? Oh, I'm still firing the engine. Didn't want to do that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. So here we go. At that. Focus back on Kerbin. Thank you. And set this as a target again. There we are. 4. Right. Now, that's not bad actually. We're going to be 18 kilometers apart. Whoa. What did I do there? Right, so 30 kilometers there. 24 there. That I'm going for that. That's 500 meters a second. That's more than we have on board with the engine. But I'm not all that fussed about it. Because I have got that monopropellant, that's the word. So right, we want to point retrograde again. Fire off now. And I'll activate the engine. See, it doesn't give me a burn time because it doesn't, obviously, because the engine's deactivated, it doesn't recognise it here. So yeah, this is going to be a little touch and go. I think I'll fire the engine sort of now. Why not? Let's see what happens. Obviously, you need to be firing up here as well. And my fuel is gone. And so is my monopropellant. Oh. 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 Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, they're stuck in orbit. So, it looks like I'm going to have to build a rescue craft to rescue the rescue craft, which is an interesting turn of events. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.